Your news for the state of Tennessee in 10 minutes. Tennessee in 10 is made possible by Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development.
Good morning and thanks for joining us for Tennessee in 10. I'm Amanda Hera. TDOT says that I-40 in Cook County in East Tennessee is going to be closed for at least 2 weeks after major flooding and a rock slide shut down a portion of the highway. An entire interchange is buried in mud. Some people say they spent hours trapped there on the highway. This is the same area that was left damaged by Hurricane Helene. So concrete barriers in that area made it so that people couldn't turn around. Some businesses are still making up for lost revenue from Helene. So officials are urging people to keep visiting the area to support the economy.
Please continue to come here. Our county depends on the rafting and the people coming through here. So all of the viewers, call today. Get a trip coming down the river. Come see how fun this place is and support this economy.
TDOT crews now clearing out mud and loose rocks. They want to get some of that extra water out of there and redirect traffic. Officials say repairs could cost around $500,000. A Walmart employee is in jail after shooting another employee while at work. Customers were within earshot of that chaos. This happened in Bartlett yesterday afternoon. Police say the shooting stemmed from a fight between the two workers. The victim went to the hospital in critical condition. One customer described the terrifying moments she heard the gunfire.
Suddenly heard what I thought were 4 quick shots, and I turned my head to the direction that they came from, which was more the back of the store. And I caught another lady's eye. She heard the same thing, and then suddenly there were more shots coming. And it sounded to me like about 20. I have no idea if there were 10 or 20, but it was a barrage after the first 4.
Police did not specify if the shooting happened inside or outside of the store, but the shooter has been arrested. New video shows a man pulling a gun on a Williamson County Sheriff's deputy. The deputy was called to a domestic disturbance on Fairview Boulevard Wednesday. In the video, you can see a woman at the front of the truck arguing with Robert Sorrell, who's behind the wheel of the white pickup. Sorrell tries to drive away, and then a deputy approaches the side. And that's when you can see the driver pointing a gun at the deputy. No shots were fired, but Sorrell barricaded himself inside the truck until deputies got him to surrender. He's now charged with assault and contempt of court. The 5 former Memphis police officers convicted federally in the death of Tyree Nichols are expected in federal court this morning. Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, Justin Smith, Emmett Martin III, and Desmond Mills Jr. were all scheduled to be sentenced federally this week for their convictions. But that sentencing has been delayed after a judge recused himself. The reason for the recusal is under seal. 4 people had to be flown to hospitals after a crash in Middle Tennessee. This happened on State Route 111 in Van Buren County yesterday. An SUV and tractor trailer were both involved. The Piney Volunteer Fire Department says 2 people were stuck in the SUV and had to be pulled out. 4 helicopters responded to the scene to take victims to area hospitals. A former Tennessee senator has died. Frank Nicely served as both a representative and a senator. He died at the age of 78 yesterday. He served the Jefferson County area and was a Senate member of the 108th General Assembly. He also served in the House for the 96th, 97th, and 104th through 107th General Assemblies. All right, Melanie, extreme and brutal heat coming our way.
It definitely is, and really everyone is going to feel it across the state. We are dry today. We've had some areas of fog this morning across much of Tennessee, but as we go throughout the day today, temperatures starting to really warm up, upper 80s to low 90s, really across the entire state, as you can see here. Can't completely rule out the chance of a hit or miss shower as we head into the weekend, but for the most part, we're going to stay dry for a while here because high pressure in control across the whole southeast region. But yes, the temperatures really warming up, especially for west and middle Tennessee. It's not going to be as sweltering back toward East Tennessee, but still hot. Sunday through Thursday are first alert weather days for much of the Nashville area. Temperatures will be in the mid 90s, but those heat index values, or what we more commonly refer to as the feels like temperatures, those will range anywhere from 100 to even over 105 degrees. You'll want to limit your time outdoors. Make sure you're staying hydrated and wear light, loose clothing if you are out and about this weekend and through next week.
A Kentucky woman and a Tennessee man are facing charges of child rape. The TBI says Nikki Wicks and Cody Belcher sexually assaulted a child several times in 2020 and in 2021. They also say the couple recorded videos. Both were arrested on Wednesday. A man is now suing a neo-Nazi group he says attacked him in downtown Nashville last year. He claims the group violently targeted Jewish people and people of color. The man says he was attacked and that some members even tried to gouge out his eye. Last month, a member of the neo-Nazi group was convicted of making threats to kill Nashville's district attorney, Glenn Funk. A West Tennessee deputy who was indicted following the arrest of a Memphis murder suspect has filed a motion to have the district attorney disqualified from the case. Tipton County Deputy Samuel Chastain was charged along with 6 other law enforcement officers after the arrest of Jackson Hopper. Hopper was wanted in the murder of his ex-girlfriend. The motion says the DA and his office should be disqualified in order to, quote, maintain integrity and fairness for those charged. A young girl is at Vanderbilt Children's Hospital in Nashville after an accident on her family's farm in Lawrence County. Her family is thanking first responders and the weather for keeping her daughter alive.
My daughter probably wouldn't be here without them. I love you guys. You're the best. Thank you.
Will Perry says his daughter was driving a tractor when it overturned and pinned her underneath. First responders worked to get her out from under the tractor, and multiple factors made rescue difficult, but paramedics say that bad weather played a role in a good way.
These record rains we've been having, probably saved her life because when the tractor rolled, it pinned her leg. And the soil was so saturated with rain that it was just like mud, and it just imprinted her leg down into it instead of mashing her leg any worse than it did.
The main injuries are to her leg. Her family says it could be a couple months before her leg is back in action. Zara is the new 4-year-old lioness at Zoo Knoxville. She traveled all the way from the Buffalo Zoo in New York. Zoo Knoxville says she's a breeding recommendation for their male lion, Maji, and that the two are already hitting it off. And a new exhibit is opening at the Nashville Zoo today. The new habitat will be home to the zoo's 3 Amur leopards. They're the most endangered big cats on Earth. The exhibit will also include 4 new species, including monkeys and a type of antelope called clipspringers. The zoo's giraffes are also returning. The leopard forest opens at 9:30 Central Time this morning. The first 2,000 visitors will get leopard forest bandanas. Thanks for watching Tennessee in